Hello and welcome to another video. Today we are going to be looking at time management. And how do we allocate this very real, very valuable resource called time? So piggybacking off of previous lessons over here, there are really only three places where we can allocate our time, right? So let's try and get different colors over here. We can allocate our time into income producing, okay, activities. We can allocate our time into future income producing activities. Or we can allocate our time into things where we kind of waste time, right? In this particular thing, in a business sense, we're going to call these administrative tasks. Okay, administration tasks, or like wasting time. Okay, these are your non-producing. These are your non-income producing activities. So I'm going to quickly draw our, for the sake of this example, our funnel. So in a previous video, we kind of looked at the sales funnel, or our version of a sales funnel, very condensed one. And what this is, right? It was divided into three categories. We had, over here at the top, we had people who were aware. Okay, aware of our services. We make people aware of what it is we sell. Okay, whether that's a physical product, a SaaS product, a course, or whatever, right? We're making people aware of what we have, right? And then these people, after becoming aware, they become interested in what we have, right? Okay, so once they're interested in what we have, they then move lower in the funnel to a point in which we present, okay, our offer to them, or our service or our product to them. And we eventually get to a point at the end of this where we close them, right? And we benefit from the money that we make. So why is this important? We want to be spending at least 80% of our day over here, okay? 80% of our time we want to spend on income producing activities. But, okay, let's do another color here. But what if we don't have, 80% worth of income producing activities that we can work off of? So essentially, when looking at our funnel, we want to start here. We want to allocate our time, okay, to the bottom of the funnel over here, and we want to work our way up. See if we can draw like a bit of a square over there. Okay, so we want to spend our time in our day at the bottom of our funnel. We want to first service the people who we have closed to make sure that they have got a flawless experience with us, and we start racking up social proof points, right? Then we want to spend the second tier up from that to in the place where we present to these people, because anything like sales calls, pitching, taking appointments, presenting, these are all income producing activities, right? And when we've kind of covered the first, or the bottom of the funnel, and the first little section of that bottom of the funnel, then we'll move into the interested parties, right? We'll find out by them what they found interesting. We'll start building rapport in this section over here, where we'll say this is now, your future income producing activities. We will start building rapport with the client. We're starting to build a relationship with the intent that later on down the line, after we've outflowed enough value, we've made ourselves valuable to this person, that they will get to a point where we present and then close them as well. And then obviously in awareness, right? So awareness, this would be creating content. This will be marketing our product, responding to to other people's problems, helping them out, outflowing as much value as possible so that we can make people genuinely or generally aware of what it is that we do. And then, you know, you want to probably spend around, I would say, 15% of your time over here. And then at the bottom of here, to your administration tasks, you want to spend around 5% of your time. Essentially, you want to outsource that. But in the beginning, when you don't have money, you're handling all of this yourself. And you're also not going to be able to start at a point where you have, you know, the income producing activities to start out with. So then where do you start? Well, you kind of flip this around. In the beginning, when you're starting, maybe you're starting off at 0, then you're going to spend 100% of your time, okay, at income producing activities. 100% of your time, you're going to be creating content. You're going to be building assets. Okay, a course could be an asset. It could be a physical product. It could be a program. These are all assets that you will spend time producing, and with the intent that one day down the line it is going to pay off in a positive way, and you're going to be able to pursue your dreams and buy everything that you wanted to buy, and you're going to have the successful business, and so on and so forth. So, a future income producing activity could be honing your skills. Okay, so skills, making sure that you are doing, let's say you're learning a skill like, you know, maybe you have a course that you're going through and you're spending 15% of your day making sure that at least 1 hour a day you're learning something new, or you're improving the skill that you do have, or you're reading on a particular subject that improves that skill, right? And yeah, that's pretty much how you want to do that. If you don't want to waste your time, make sure that you have a clear schedule. I've gone over that in another lesson, how to set up your calendar. You want to see your calendar color coded to kind of like these colors or different colors depending on your taste. It could be different shades of black. It could be different shades of orange or yellow. Who cares? Right? As long as you're color coded and you know where you're spending your time, and you want your calendar, when you open up your Google Calendar or your Outlook calendar or whatever calendar you're using, you want to see it mainly green if it's income producing activities, green and blue, and as little red as possible. And yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about time management. Another thing I wanted to add, which I did not add to the other funnel video, is in the previous video I said you've got two things. You have time and you have money, right? So once you have spent a certain amount of time getting the money, you can now then trade the money that you have made to kind of get you more time, okay, so that you can grow this thing and scale even bigger. So when you have money, finally you can spend money instead of doing all of this, okay, in a way that's organic. Okay, so instead of doing like this organic, okay, funnel, you can now transition to a paid, okay, funnel where you can do ads. So ads, obviously you're paying, so the platform's going to push whatever it is you're selling a lot harder, and you're going to get a lot more eyes, and you're going to catch a bigger audience. And just remember that when it comes to this type of thing, like making money, most people are scared of spending money on ads, but remember, scared money doesn't make money. That's just the rule, right? You cannot be scared to invest in yourself, to grow yourself. If you're scared to grow yourself, you cannot grow your business. You are your business. You are the business. If you had to leave, okay, the business would not function the same way as you. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. I mean, we can get to checklists and cloning yourself on different videos. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. Let me know down below. So what you have to understand about income, awareness, and time is that if you had a graph and it looked something like this, and you had, let's say, you had awareness, okay, and you had time over here, okay, and at the same time you have, so let's do it in purple and green, okay, so we have awareness and we have money. You have to understand that the money is a lagging indicator, right? So your success is kind of like a lagging indicator. You can be putting in the work so that more and more people are aware of what you are and what you do. And, you know, you'll spend time, and all of a sudden you'll get people who are more aware. And the longer you do it, the more aware people get of you. But there is a lagging period between here, okay? And yeah, there is a lag, okay? But there's not only a lag over here. So in the beginning, I mean, while you're making people aware, you're also not making money, right? So you have this whole section over here where you're spending time getting people aware, and you still have to outflow, and you're spending all this time, okay? And then all of a sudden, your income gets to a point where it kind of like catches up. But this is just even a bigger time lag, okay? So a thing for you just to be aware of is these little lags in business. So there is a lag period between like you putting in a lot of time, energy and attention into something to kind of purchase through your hard labor, the awareness of the people. And obviously you can start, if you've got the cash, you can spend cash to get more awareness. But I mean, if you're going to do it in an organic way, that's how it's going to look. And at the same time, if it's organic, you don't have any money here on the back end. It has to go the section of awareness and more, because people need to spend at least with your content, I would say 7 hours, okay, plus before they would even purchase anything from you. They need to spend at least that amount of time. And please, guys, if you are thinking about quitting your job or leaving your job, at least please have this in mind. Let your income from your side hustle replace, at a minimum, your minimum base salary for at least 3 months. Okay, minimum. You want to be able to like be in a position where you're making money off of this thing for a minimum of 3 months, okay, before you leave your job. And if you can, as a bonus, have 6 months of savings. Okay, have at least 6 months of savings saved up. Like I say, most people want to do what's best for them. They want what's best for them and not what's best for you. Most people will push you into something and say, yeah, man, take the risk, take the leap, because they want to see you worse off than them, so that they can kind of gloat, if that makes sense. But I'm just giving you the safe thing. You can choose what to do. You are the architect of your life. I'm just here to kind of give you my 2 cents on it. None of this is advice or any sort of advice in any like way, shape or form, but do at least consider having at least about 6 months worth of savings where you could actually focus without stress, without anything, and say, hey, look, I've got 6 months of savings. For the last 3 months, this project that I've been working on, it's been supplementing my income. I can now leave my job and I can make this a full-time thing. Okay, most people who are selling you a course on how to get from 0 to 10K in 3 months, okay, like, yes, you can do that. Okay, that's a MON. Yes, you can do that, but most of these people are fucking delusional. They don't know what they're doing. They're causing more harm than good. Just correct that. Sorry guys, my handwriting is a little bit wacky. My dad always said I should become a doctor. Maybe that's why, because I've got bad handwriting. But guys, if someone is trying to sell you a course $0 to $10,000 in 3 months or less, and you've got 100% money back guarantee, they are just using all the different levels of social influence to get you to buy their stuff. And this is not realistic. I would say you got to times that by like 4 or 5. You're looking at anywhere between 12 to 18 months, okay, to build something sustainable. It can happen quicker. It has happened quicker for a lot of people, but I mean, those are the top 1%, okay? I'm talking to the majority, the average of people. I don't want to lie to you guys. I don't want to give you false expectations, but the reality of it is you can do it faster if you have like people who support you, business coach and all that stuff. But if you have to go through the period of time where you are your only cheerleader and you're the only one sitting there in an auditorium clapping for yourself and saying, yay, go, you can do it, right? It's going to take maybe a little bit longer, because you have to hone the skills, especially if you've got no skills, you've got nothing to offer. You want to spend time really getting there, and then not being scared to offer those skills. Like most people get to a point where they don't take the leap, they don't take the jump, right? They just want to study and not take action. And this is a problem. You need to also take action, right? So you have to kind of find the balance. You have to like trust your gut instinct over here. It's one of those things. I wish I could give you an easier way, or a good answer to this, but no, there isn't. I don't want to sound too pessimistic when I say it's going to take you 12 to 18 months, but realistically speaking, that's what you're looking at. So focus on building something on the side. And if you do it in 3 months, great. Please make a video on how you did that and share your strategy. But remember, no one strategy is going to be the same for everybody. People are different. And I'm just speaking to the person out there who is, just your average Joe, and you're looking at starting something. This is how it is. This is how it kind of works. I've done this, in the beginning, and I've done this multiple times. Yes, it does get faster. Every project you start, it doesn't take 12 to 18 months, right? You get quicker, you get more efficient. You know which levers to pull, you know the right levers to pull. You've got assets. You already know how to build an income. You know how to build a funnel. You know all the things. But for the person who doesn't know and the person who's just learning, please take this information, use it in any way that you can that can help you become a better person, and let me know down below. If you want to request something specific, I'll make it for you. And on that note, have a good day, and we will see each other in another video. Till then, bye-bye.